Hello, and welcome to English Podcast with Missy. Here we learn English for real life. Clear, slow, and simple. Let's learn English together. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hi, friends. It's Missy. And welcome back to our Gentle English podcast. I'm so happy you're here with me today. In this episode, I'm sharing something very real. A little story from my life. A day that wasn't easy but taught me a lot. It's called A Day at the Hospital. We'll go through the story together, step by step, and while we do, we'll learn simple English about health, feelings, and real experiences. So let's begin. It started on a Friday morning. I woke up feeling off. Not terrible, not painful, just not right. My body felt tired and heavy, like I didn't sleep well. My head was slow. My stomach hurt a little. Not strong pain, just uncomfortable. At first I thought, maybe I just need something simple. Water, food, coffee. So I drank warm tea. I ate a banana. I sat near the window to get some fresh air. But still, I didn't feel better. I touched my forehead. Was I warm? Was it a fever? I wasn't sure. Then I looked in the mirror. My face looked pale. My eyes looked dull. And for the first time that day, I felt worried. I called my mom. I told her how I felt. She listened and said gently, "Maybe it's nothing. But maybe you should go to the hospital, just to check, just to be safe." I didn't really want to go. I felt nervous. But I listened. I trusted her. I took a shower, got dressed slowly, packed my bag, and checked my phone and ID. Then I walked outside to catch the bus. The bus ride felt long. I found a seat near the window and sat quietly, holding my small bag in my lap. I looked outside. The city was moving. People were walking. Motorbikes passed by. A dog was sleeping near a small shop. But inside me, everything felt still. What if something's really wrong? I asked myself. I tried to breathe slowly, in and out. I looked at the trees, the sky, the traffic. Anything to keep my mind calm. A few people got off the bus. A few got on. I just sat there, quiet, thinking, hoping. Finally, I saw the hospital sign. I pressed the button, stood up, and stepped off the bus. The hospital was big. Clean white walls, glass doors that opened automatically, and nurses walking around in soft blue uniforms. People were coming and going. Some looked tired. Some were quiet. Some were with family. I took a deep breath and stepped inside. The waiting room was cold and quiet. The air conditioning made the air feel sharp. The chairs were blue plastic, hard and straight. I gave my name at the front desk. The nurse checked my temperature and told me to wait. So I sat down and waited. 10 minutes passed. Then 15. Then 20. I checked my phone. I looked at the posters on the wall. I listened to the quiet sounds. A little boy held his mother's hand. He looked sleepy. An old man was reading a newspaper with small glasses. A woman next to me coughed into her mask, then looked down at her phone. I felt a little nervous, but also calm, just waiting for answers. Then, finally, I heard it. "Missy?" The nurse was smiling at me gently. "It's your turn." She took me into a small room with a white bed and a desk. First, she checked my temperature again. "Normal," she said. Then she checked my blood pressure. "Just a little low," she added. "Nothing dangerous." After that, I waited for the doctor. She came in a few minutes later. She was maybe around 50, with glasses, tied-back hair, and very calm eyes. She sat down and smiled warmly. She asked simple questions. "When did the pain start? Do you sleep well these days? Are you feeling stressed? Do you eat 3 meals a day?" I told her everything, honestly and clearly. She listened quietly, then nodded. "I think it's a small stomach virus," she said. "Nothing serious. But your body needs rest, good food, and water. Take this medicine for a few days, and try not to worry too much." I felt relief wash over me. Not serious, just a virus. I can handle that. She handed me the paper and smiled again. "You'll feel better soon." I walked back outside and felt the sunshine on my skin. It was warm and soft, like a little hug. I stood there for a moment, just breathing. My body was still tired, but my mind felt light. Sometimes just knowing you're okay is enough to help you feel stronger. I walked slowly to a small food shop nearby. I bought coconut water and some plain white rice. The lady behind the counter smiled and asked, "Feeling okay?" I just nodded. Then I took the bus home. When I got back, I changed into my soft pajamas. I drank some water, took the medicine, and curled up in bed. And I slept. For almost 3 hours. Let's take a quick look at the grammar from this story. Since this was a real story from the past, I used the past simple tense. I woke up feeling tired. I called my mom. I went to the hospital. The nurse took my temperature. Have you noticed? I used woke up, called, went and took. All in past tense. Also, notice how we describe feelings in English. I felt worried. My stomach hurt. The nurse was kind. These words help us talk about emotions and health in real ways. Now let's make this real for you. Can you think of a time you went to a hospital or clinic? Or a day when you didn't feel well? Try to tell your story in simple English. Where were you? What did you feel? What happened next? You can speak it out loud. Write it down or share it in the comments. That's all for today, my friends. Thanks for being here and listening to my story. Sometimes even the hard days, like a visit to the hospital, can teach us something about health, about feelings, about slowing down. If you liked this episode, let me know. Leave a comment and share your own story. Or just say hi. I'd love to hear from you. Take care of yourself. Drink water, get rest, and be kind to your body. I'll see you again soon.